Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I predicted 85.7% correctly on the SAG Awards tonight. Anyways, ahoy there, my name is Derek, the convicted cinephile, and I am 6 bruchachos to the wind, which means I've been drinking. And I don't work tomorrow, so it's not that pathetic. But I watched the SAG Awards, and I got all but one category correct as far as the film categories go. I don't predict TV because I don't watch a lot of it, but I was happy with a lot of the nominees and winners in those categories. And I say that having not seen Shogun. But I'm a fan of Shrinking. I finally finished that show. I like it a lot. Only Murders in the Building. I love that Martin Short one. It's sad he wasn't there to accept it because I'm sure it would have been a hoot and a half, at least. But let's talk about movies. So, the only thing I got wrong, prediction wise, the entire evening was Best Ensemble, which is. I'm kind of happy I got it wrong, to be honest. I predicted Wicked because, based on the nominees, SAG fucking loves Wicked. Jonathan Bailey got nominated, for God's sakes, and he didn't even bother to show up. Anyways, I thought it was going to be kind of a Black Panther kind of win, where it got that because everyone loves the movie, but it doesn't want anything else, but it doesn't really affect the awards race. It's just a cool win that this movie gets along the way. And Wicked couldn't even get that at the only awards body where it easily could have. So that's not good for its Best Picture chances. Not that I even had a thought in my head that it would ever win. But I like Wicked a lot. So, whatever. Conclave won, which was great. I love Conclave. It's a very good movie. It's very tight, very solid, very well acted movie, very well edited. Everything about it is good. It's one of those movies where nothing about it is bad. Everything about it is good, but nobody loves it. So it's kind of one of those things. But I love the fact that Ralph Fiennes and John Lithgow and Isabella Rossellini won a SAG award. I can't think if any of them ever have, to be honest. I was going to say also Stanley Tucci, but he won for Spotlight, because that won for the SAG award. And you know what Spotlight won after winning the SAG award? It won Best Picture. So SAG Ensemble isn't nothing. There we go. I half expected Anora to win by the end of all things. Even after I predicted Wicked like a week ago in my video, I was like, yeah, Anora's probably gonna win. But then it didn't, which kind of made me happy because I like Anora, but I don't love it. But having said that, I don't love any of the movies nominated for Ensemble. So I'm glad it wasn't Anora, just for the fact that would have made it so blatantly obvious it was winning Best Picture next week at the Oscars. I still think it will, but it's nice to have a little bit of competition. And Conclave winning Best Picture at BAFTA and SAG Ensemble, and it's definitely going to win Adapted Screenplay and probably Editing. And Screenplay, Editing, Best Picture isn't a bad combo to have. That's a fucking haul right there. That's what Argo got. That's what Crash got. Conclave is easily your number 2 for Best Picture after Anora, because nothing beats that PGA DGA wins side by side there. So we're gonna go with that. Spoiler alert for my Oscar predictions video, probably tomorrow, will be Anora winning picture and director. But you never know, because the preferential ballot is a beast of its own nature. Best actor in a leading role, Timothée Chalamet for Complete Unknown. Why did I predict this? Because SAG fucking loved Complete Unknown. It got 4 nominations, which is at least one more than expected. I'm referring to Monica Barbaro as supporting actress. In hindsight, now that she got in at the Oscars, it makes sense. But at the time, it was a holy shit kind of a nomination. So good for them. Good for him. Good for Timmy. I'm glad he got something big in his career so far. This is the biggest award I think he's ever won. But he's good. I like the kid. He makes good choices. He's an interesting actor. He doesn't take the easy way out in any of his projects. I liked Bones and All a lot. That was probably one of my favorite things he's done so far. And he's shown up in everything from Law and Order, apparently, to, Interstellar. He's in that for 5 minutes. To now, he's Bob Dylan in Complete Unknown. Good for him. And he's been Willy Wonka, but, we can forget about that. Long story short, I predicted him to win because SAG loves that fucking movie, which I still haven't seen, sadly. But on Tuesday, it will be available to rent/buy, I believe. So I'll probably just be a lame wad and pay $30 to buy it digitally, which I hate doing, but the only time I ever do it is to watch Best Picture nominees at the end of every year. So I'll at least have watched 9 out of 10 Best Picture movies by the time the Oscars rolled around, I hope. But I still think the Oscar is Adrian Brody's to win. Everyone loves SAG. Everyone thinks SAG is the end of all things, which is correct some of the time. But you can never go by that. Like 2 years ago, the Whale Everything Everywhere All at Once season, BAFTA went 0 for 4 for the SAGs and the Oscars. Last year was the opposite. This year, I think it's going to be a mix. Adrian Brody's winning Best Actor, despite Timothy winning here. The supporting actor and actress are done. They swept. Zoe and Kieran are winning. Demi Moore and Mikey Madison in Best Actress. That is a race. That is the only one where I actually think there is genuine suspense. Because Demi Moore won tonight at the SAG Awards like I predicted, like most people I think predicted. SAG loves narratives. BAFTA doesn't give a fuck. They went for Mikey Madison. Oscars are a blend of both things. It just depends on which way the wind is blowing. Anora, I think, is winning Best Picture and Director, so that would normally fare well for Mikey Madison. But she's such a newcomer in the scene, and Demi Moore is such an overdue actress who's been at it for 4+ decades, and The Substance is a Best Picture nominee in director and screenwriting as well. So it's not like it's a actress-only nomination where I could poo-poo the Demi Moore thing, kind of like at SAG, which she won, or at BAFTA, where it wasn't nominated for Best Picture. Here, it's a top dog, as it were, because it has the 3 biggest nominations you can get, plus an acting nomination. And it's going to win makeup, which gives her a damn good chance of winning. I'm rooting for Demi Moore, not because I love Demi Moore as an actress. I honestly have never been a massive fan of hers. I really love Ghost. Other than that, I could give a fuck. And I love The Substance. So there's a good 34 years there in between me giving a shits. Mikey Madison, I thought she was great in Anora. I'm not a huge fan of Anora. I like it, but I don't love it. I'd be fine with either of them winning, but I would prefer Demi Moore. I'll just say that. But it's a good race. It's a good 50-50 race into the Oscars. If Mikey Madison would have won SAG and BAFTA, it'd be done. She'd be winning the Oscar. But it's split between the guilds that have some Oscar overlap. I'm doing this with my hands. You can't see underneath the table. So that means there is some suspense there. I think Timmy was a SAG-only thing. I think Adrian Brody is too damn good and too damn good of a movie to lose. I think Complete Unknown is going to go 0 for 8 like Elvis, which isn't a comparison as much as it is a coincidence. Like I said, the supporting actor and actress awards, they've swept already. There's no reason they're going to not keep going at the Oscars. Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, everyone's favorite movie of the year. Not so much. I don't like the movie that much. I hate it less than most people, but I still don't like it. She's the best part of it. I've always loved Zoe. I'm very happy for her if she wins. Everyone else on the internet wants Ariana Grande to win because the only movie they've seen all year is Wicked. And, fair enough. But I don't think it's Oscar worthy, personally. But having said that, I don't think any of these performances are that I've seen. Supporting actor is Kieran Culkin. No one's challenged him. The biggest challenger he has wasn't even nominated tonight at SAG, which is Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. Edward Norton is a very overdue actor for a complete unknown, but he's not going to win, let's be honest. He would have won something by now, and he hasn't. So that's all there really is to it. And a shout out to The Fall Guy for winning Best Stunt Ensemble, which I predicted because it's a movie about stunt performers presented last year at the Oscars, basically begging them to finally create a stunt category at the Oscars, which they have been legitimately trying to do for 20 years straight now, but there's too much fine tuning there to have it be official yet. That's the reason it hasn't started existing. But a happy medium at that point is, as of next year, the films that come out this year, going into next year, will be eligible for the new Best Casting Oscar that they are finally going to start doing. It's the only branch of the Academy that does not have an Oscar for itself yet until next year. I'll probably do another video tomorrow. Whether or not it's Oscar predictions, we'll see. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Shop, pop, movies.